Hello Marie, this is your reading and I'm starting off with a past issue with you, and it feels like you had too much and had to cut back. It has a feeling of self-indulgence with this, as if you've eaten too much. Whoa, I've got time to pull out. Now, as soon as I say this, I don't want you to think you've eaten too much and you need to lose weight. That's not what I feel. I feel something you've indulged too much. You've had to say, no, I need to cut back. I've done a little bit too much of that. Now, at a guess, I think it's something to. It's probably more the social life side of things, needing to calm things down. So, sticking with your reading and now moving further on to the current times with you. And the cutbacks, I feel, have been quite extreme, because I feel that it doesn't feel like there's much flowing at you at the moment. And I'm also getting a feeling now I think you've been on our group for a while, but I'm getting a feeling of not much faith in this current reading at the moment, as if there's an untrusting feeling. And that's with you at the moment. So, staying with the current times with you. And this is a journey. I get a very... And I feel this journey that you're on, where I said the cutbacks you had to make, and right now things are cut back quite a lot and things seem to be hard for you. And I guess the feeling I'm getting for you is that you are choosing these ways for principles, and it's the way you want to go, and it has a lovely energy for it, saying, oh yeah, I could have all this, but it just doesn't mean anything. But what I am picking up, the choices you are making, even though they currently seem quite to give you a hard time, I still feel you're progressing in the right way, and the things you are getting back from this way of life, this standard of living, has so much more quality with it. As I talk, I get the paganistic theme with you, like appreciating the earth and the trees and nature all around you. So, moving further on to the reading, still sticking with you. And I feel you still wanting to cut back further, as if, okay, this is working for me. It's like a very back to basics choice that I feel you're at. And when things start working, you say, okay, if that works, if I stop doing that, maybe I should try and change the way I do this and do that. And looking at other options, however these cuts can be made. Where I said earlier I picked this paganistic theme up from you, I guess I am getting some kind of intuitive side coming out in you. And regarding these choices you're making, they're telling me you need to tune into your intuition, and you have a lot more going on upstairs than you're aware of, to really tap into that, to bring out the best. Okay, and sticking with this part of the reading where I get the advice for you, and I get the message to tell you, just because you're making hard cutbacks and you're going through this, well, I can do this, I know this is tough, but I can still do it. Just because it's tough and you're thinking, okay, I'm struggling through, it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Trust your intuition. As I said, you've got a lot more going on upstairs, and I feel you're aware of. That's where you need to tap in, not to focus on just because it's hard, it doesn't mean it's right. Focus on what's in your intuitive mind, what the right thing is to do. So, how do I see things panning out for you? This feels happy. I feel some kind. It's progression I'm picking up. And connecting this, how I see things panning out from how I see things start off in this reading, where there was these cutbacks, and I feel you are going to continue with this cutback feeling. It's like the choices. I wouldn't say they're cutbacks. I feel like these choices, and I feel as you concentrate on things, I get the outcome of the less is more. We have that true value, and I'm going to show you the final outcome, which is like the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful card to finish up on. So I see things, and as you know, the Ace is one singular, and I see these things like a funnel in down, and as I'm getting this vision of this funnel, it's a bit like when you squeeze the end of a hose pipe with the tap running, obviously. When there's loads pouring out, it's not great pressure and it's not very accurate, it's all just like all spewing out. But when you pinch the end of the hose, it's concentrated, it's strong, it's direct, it's focused, and that's how I feel things are going to change for you, and it's looking positive. And so things I see, I don't feel a bad time, I just feel the changes you're making are going in a positive way, like pinching the end of the hose, going to be concentrate and direct. And as you pinch the end of the hose, it's not just narrow, it's not just more concentrated, but things go further. It's just more direct, and it's just so much more potential to carry on strong, and it's stronger as well. So I hope I've managed to give you some help with this reading. Many thanks for listening to me read for you, and many blessings.